Now let's travel south. At Albany's Riverfront Park, there's no shortage of screams and giggles. But go 4 miles south and there are only echoes of good times. Memories of a grand era cling to this place like Spanish moss in the trees. And algae covers the famous spring that still bubbles at 68 degrees year-round.
The water is extremely cold, believe it or not. You go in there just about freeze to death.
Larry Cook is just one of hundreds who once swam in Radium Springs. It's the largest natural spring in the state and one of Georgia's 7 natural wonders. The Creek Indians called it Sky Water. They brought their wounded here believing it was a sacred spot. Legend has it, Indians steered Spanish explorers like Hernando de Soto and Ponce de Leon away from the springs to protect it. But its heyday as a social hub was in the 1920s. Resort owners built a glamorous casino, lodge, and country club. It was called Radium Springs because of harmless traces of radium in the water that turned it a brilliant blue.
Getting a sense of the 20s, 30s, and 40s and what it must have been like to go to a high school prom there and walk in the moonlight around the spring.
Today, the gates are closed, the casino gone, demolished after a series of fires and floods in the 80s and 90s. But if Dougherty County approves, this Kennesaw company could launch a comeback for the springs next year.
There was a canoe landing, which I think would make a terrific little picnic spot.
Ron Huffman has designed plans to recreate Radium Springs as a world-class botanical garden.
Perennial gardens, shade gardens, hosta gardens, butterfly gardens, and things that all work within the walls and the relics that are there.
The springs would not be open for swimming, but markers would explain its history. The plans also call for recreating the casino walls.
My thought was that older generations could walk in there with the younger generation and say, I remember when.
Do you think Radium Springs should in fact be known as one of the 7 natural wonders of Georgia?
I absolutely think it'd be one of the top resources in the state. I have no doubt.
It will return to its former grandeur.
I have no doubt.